Hello students, this video is for class 8 and in this video we will discuss our exercise 2.2. We start from the question number 8. So our question number 8 is, three consecutive integers are such that when they are taken in increasing order and multiply by 2, 3 and 4. Okay, three consecutive integers are taken and these three integers are multiplied by 2, 3, 4 respectively. They add up to 74. Find these numbers. You have to find out that numbers. Okay, so we know that consecutive integers are the numbers like 1, 2, 3, one after the other. So let us take that the three consecutive integers be x, x plus 1 and x plus 2, one after the other. Okay, so these three integers are multiplied by 2, 3 and 4. First one is multiplied by 2, second is multiplied by 3 and the third one is multiplied by 4 respectively, means 1 by 1. First one is by 2, second one is by 3 and third one is by 4. So according to the question, when these are added up to 74, so you will write that according to the question, you will multiply first number by 2, you get 2x. When you multiply it by 3, you will get 3x plus 3, 3x plus 1 plus, and multiply it by 4 by third number, you will get 74. Okay, according to question it is given to you. So solving it, you will get 2x plus 3x, 2x plus 3x plus 3 plus 4x plus 8. This 4 is multiplied with these 2, this 3 is multiplied with these 2. So you will get 74 as answer. Now you get this 2x, 4x and 3x, it will become 9x. 4 and 3 and 8 will give you 11. So it will become 9x plus 11 is equal to 74. Now 9x, this plus 11 will become minus 11 when this 11 goes to right hand side. So 9x, you will get 9x is equal to 63. Now solving, now this 9 is in multiplication here, when it come to the other side it will comes into the division. So 63 by 9 will give you 7. So x is equal to 7. So your first integer is 7. Now putting the value of these 7 in x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. So your first integer is 7. Next is, when you put 7 here, you will get next integer is 8, and when you put 7 here you will get 9. So these three integers are 7, 8 and 9. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 9. The ages of Rahul and Harun are in the ratio 5:7. 4 years later, after 4 years, the sum of their ages will be 56 years. What are their present ages? We have to find out their present ages. The ratio is given. So first we will take that the present ages of Rahul and Harun will be 5x and 7x. 5x years and 7x years respectively. Now according to condition, if Rahul is now 5x years and Harun is now 7x years, so after 4 years their age will become 5x plus 4. So you will write 5x plus 4 here, and similarly the age of Harun will become 7x plus 4. Now according to the given condition, the ages after 4 years, when we add their ages, it will become 56. So according to the given condition, 5x plus 4 plus 7x plus 4 is equal to 56. Now solving it, you will get 5 and 7 will give you 12x, this 4 and this 4 will give you 8. So 12x plus 8 is equal to 56. Now 12x is equal to this plus 8 will become minus 8. So this, when you solve it, you will get x is equal to 4. Now putting this value of x is equal to 4 in 5x and 7x, you will get your answer. Putting here, you will get x is equal to 4, you will get 20 years. So age of Rahul will become 20 years, and the age of Harun is 7 into 4 is 28 years. So age of Harun will become present age of Harun will become 20 years. So moving to the next question, question number 10. The number of boys and girls in a class are in the ratio 7:5. Okay, it is given that number of boys and girls in a class is 7:5. The number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls. What is the total class strength? You have to find out the total class strength. Ratio is given, and also it is given that number of boys is 8 more than the girls. So let us take first, we will take, let the number of girls be x. Now according to the given condition, we know that number of boys are 8 more than the number of girls, so it will become x plus 8. Also it is given that number of boys are and girls are in the ratio 7:5. So you can also write that number of boys is equal to 7x and number of girls is equal to 5x. So according to the given condition, ratio is given that boys are x plus 8 and girls are x, and their ratio is given, boys are 7 ratio and girls, with respect to the girls, they are 7:5. So you will write x plus 8 upon x is equal to 7 upon 5. After solving, you will get this 5 comes here and this x comes here. You will get 5x plus 8 is equal to 7x. Now multiplying this 5 with these two, you will get 5x plus 40. Now separating the variables, you will take x variables on the one side and constants on the other side. So 7x as it is here, this plus 5x will become minus 5x here, and 40 is as it is. So you will get 40 is equal to 2x. Solving, you will get x is equal to 20. Hence the number of girls is equal to 20 and the number of boys are 20 plus 8. They are 28. Okay. Next question is, Becheng's father is 26 years younger than Becheng's grandfather and 29 years older than Bicheng. The sum of the ages of all the three is 135 years. What is the age of each one of them? You have to find out the ages of father, the person himself, and his grandfather. So let us take the age of Becheng's be x years. His father is 29 years more than him, so you will write that his father age is x plus 29 and his grandfather is 26 years more than his father. So you will write that his grandfather's age is x plus 29 plus 26 is equal to x plus 25. So his grandfather age is x plus 55. According to the conditions, adding the ages of all the three, Becheng's age, his father's age and his grandfather's age. So adding all the three ages, you will get 135. This is given to you. Now solving this x will give you 3x. 29 plus 55 will become 84 and 135 as it is. Now taking 84 on the other side, you will get 3x is equal to 135 minus 84. So you will get 51. You will get 3x is equal to 51. Now 3 is in multiplication. When it comes to the other side, it will become 51 upon 3. So when you divide it, you will get x is equal to 17 years. So his age is 17 years. His father's age is 17. Putting these values in the x plus 29 and x plus 55. Okay. So when you put x is equal to 17 here, you will get his age, his father's age 17 plus 29 and his grandfather's age 17 plus 55. Okay, so you will able to find out the ages of all the three persons. Question number 12. 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. What is Ravi's present age? Okay, we have to find out the present age. So let us take that Ravi's present age be x years. We know that after 15 years, his age will become 4 times. After 15 years, his age will become 4 times than his present age. So it will become 4 times his present age. It will become 4 into x will become 4x years. also we know that after 15 years from now, Ravi's age will become x plus 15. Now this age is also after 15 years, this age is also after 15 years. So we can take these two together. So we will write according to question that these two ages are equal, means 4x is equal to x plus 15. Now solving, you will get 4x, this x comes here on the left hand side, it will become 4x minus x is equal to 15. Solving, you will get 3x is equal to 15. Now 3 is in multiplication here, so 3 comes into division here, so it will become x is equal to 15 upon 3, and solving, you will get x is equal to 5 years. Ravi's present age be 5 years. Okay, let's move to the next question. 13. A rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2, a rational number is given. When you multiply that rational number by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. What is the number? You have to find out that number. So we have to find the number. So let us take that number be x. Okay, so let us take that rational number be x. Now according to the given condition, what is given, that when you multiply it by 5 by 2, so x is rational number, when you multiply it by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3, then you will get minus 7 by 12. So 5 into x will be give you 5 by 2x plus 2 by 3 is equal to minus 7 upon 12. So taking this 2 by 3 on the other side, you will get 5 by 2x as it is equal to minus 7 by 12 is already there. This plus 2 by 3 will become minus 2 by 3 here. So after taking LCM and solving, you will get 5 by 2x is equal to minus 15 by 12. Now multiplying, solving this, you know that 3 5s are 15 and 3 4s are 12. So it will become minus 5 by 4. Now by cross multiplying, this 4 comes here and this 2 comes here. So 5 into 4, 5 into 4x is equal to 5 into 2. 5 into 4 will give you 20x is equal to 5 into 2, or minus sign is already there. So 5 into 2 will become 10, minus 10. So x is equal to minus 10 by 20. After solving, you will get x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So that rational number is minus 1 by 2. Next question is question number 14. Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of denominations. Denomination means their value. Their notes value is rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10. Okay, Lakshmi has some currency notes of rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 respectively. The ratio of the number of these notes is 2:3 by 5. Okay, means ratio of these notes are 2:3:5. Okay, respectively. The total cash with Lakshmi is rupees 4 lakh. How many notes of each denomination does she have? We have to tell that how many notes of rupees 100 she has, rupees 50 and rupees 10. So let us take, because ratio is given, so let us take the number of notes be 2x, 3x and 5x. Now their denomination, their value will become, if she has 2x notes of rupees 100, so the value of these rupees will become 100 into 2x. Suppose you have two notes of 100, two notes of 100. So how many rupees you have? You have 200 rupees. How will you calculate? You will multiply these two. Similarly, she has 2x notes of rupees 100. So you will multiply these two. So then you will able to calculate the denomination of the notes. Okay. So according to the question, 100 is multiplied with 2x, 50 is multiplied with 3x and 10 is multiplied with 5x. Now the total rupees she has 4 lakh. Okay, is equal to 4 lakh. This is given condition to you. Now solving this, you will get 200x, 150x and 50x. So adding these three is equal to 4 lakh as it is. Now adding these you will get 400x, solving you will get x is equal to 1000. Now so the number of denomination of rupees 100 notes, now putting the value of x in 2x, 3x and 5x, so you will get 2 into 1000, 200, 2000. So value of rupees 100 notes will become 2000 and denominations of rupees 50 notes will become 3000, rupees 10 notes 5000. So therefore required denomination of notes of rupees 100, 50 and rupees 10 are this. Okay. Question number 15. I have a total of rupees 300 in coins of denomination 1, 2 and 3. Rupees 1, 2 and 3. Okay. I have total coins of rupees 300. Okay. And of these coins, some are of 1 rupee, 2 rupee and 3 rupee. The number of rupees 2 coin and rupees 5, sorry, rupees 1, rupees 2 and rupees 5. The number of rupees 2 coins is 3 times the number of rupees 5 coins. The total number of the coins is 160. Okay, I have total 160 coins. Some of them are of rupees 1, some of them are of rupees 2 and some of are rupees 5. Now the condition is given that the number of rupees 2 coins is 3 times the number of rupees 5 coins. Okay, and also it is given that I have total rupees 300 coins. Total coins are 160 and total value, total rupees I have 300. Okay, how many coins of each denomination are with me? I have to tell that how many coins are of rupees 1, are of rupees 2 and are of rupees 5. So let's see, the total sum of money is rupees 300. I have total money rupees 300. Some of them are of rupees, now I have total coins are 160. It is given that let the number let the number of rupees 5 coins be x. Okay, number of rupees 2 coins be 3x and number of rupees 1 coin. Okay, it is given that number of rupees 2 coin is 3 times the number of rupees 5 coins. So I will take this rupees 5 coins as x, and now number of rupees 2 coin will become 3 times of this x. So I will give, so it will become number of rupees 5 coins be x, number of rupees 2 coins will become 3x. It is given to us. Now number of rupees 1 coin is left. How will you calculate? Total coins are 160. Rupees 5 coins are x, rupees 2 coins are 3x. So the remaining coins are of rupees 1. These are of rupees 5. These are of rupees 2. Now the remaining are of rupees 1. Total are 160. So you will subtract these from 160. So you will get 160 minus this x plus 3x. You will get 160 minus 4x. It means the number of rupees 1 coins are 160 minus 4x. Now according to the question, you know that the total value of these coins is 300. Okay, now rupees 5 coins are x. So when you find out the value, when you find out the denomination, you will multiply. Okay, for example, if you have 2 coins of rupees, 5, so how many rupees you have? You have 10 rupees. How will you calculate? You will calculate by multiplying these two. In the same way, rupees 5 coins, she has 2x, she has x. So you will multiply these two, you will get 5x. In the same way, number of coins are 3x and rupees 2, the number of rupees 2 coins are 3x. So you will multiply these two, you will get 2 into 3x. In the same way, rupees 1 coins are 160 minus 4x. So multiplying and adding, you will get 300. Total value is 300. Solving, you will get 5x plus 6x plus 160 minus 4x is equal to 300. And solving this, you will get x is equal to 20. Now putting the value of x in the above, the number of coins of rupees 5 are x. So rupees 5 coins are 20. Their denomination is, number of coins of rupees 2 denomination will become 60 and number of rupees 1 will become 160 minus 4 into 20. Putting the value of x in x to 3x and 160 minus 4x, you will get your answer. Next question is, the organizers of an essay competition decide that a winner in the competition gets a prize of rupees 100. Winner will get a prize of rupees 100 and a participant who doesn't win get a prize of rupees 25. Okay, the winner will also get prize of rupees 100 and the person who didn't win, he will get a prize of rupees 25. The total prize money distributed is rupees 3000. Okay, rupees 3000 is divided among them. Find the number of participants. You have to find out the number of participants. Find the number of winners. होगा यहाँ. Find the number of winners if the total number of participants are 63. Okay, so let's see. Total sum of money is rupees 300. Let the number of winners be x. Now total number of participants are 63. If x participants are win, then the number of participants who are not winners, they would be 63 minus x. Now the winner will the participant who are winner will get rupees 100, so therefore 100 into x plus the participant who are not winners, they get rupees 25, so it is multiplied with 25. Adding these two according to the question, you have to divide these 3000, so this is equal to 3000. Now solving, you will get 100x plus 1575 minus 25x is equal to 3000. On solving, you will get x is equal to 29. So the number of winners are 29. If it is asked that the person who are not winners, then you will subtract this 19 from 63. You will able to find that participant who are not winners. Okay, so that's all about exercise 2.2. Thank you.